Alright. Should be up and running. Let me get on the tweet real quick. There it is. Hello, Internet! Doing some Tetris 99 before we do the show tonight. Folks over at the Soda Pop Discord, before they record tonight, which I think is around the same time we do with our show on recordings, which feels weird, asked the question of, because this week's blog post gave us 3 figures, which is really cool. Gave us the first one for 08, AI08, which will be Zamazons. Second of the third quarters, oh joy. It gave us Rampage Vulcan, which looks pretty good. The arm and chest don't look the best, but I guess it's to be expected. It's a fairly detail-oriented design, and it's hard to pull that off at the scale and price point we're looking at. And then it showed off the second of the figures from the first Kuga Chronicle line, which is Dragoon, which I just watched the episodes of for today. I watched 3 through 6 today. I think I'm going to watch like how many ever episodes I feel like watching a day until I'm done. Although, for some reason, if you search on Roku in the US, you'll pull up X8 for some reason, along with both the original series and Kuga, which feels strange and weird, and maybe X8 will be the next one. If it is, I don't mind marathoning that again. I don't mind watching that series again. A strange series to pick. It's not unlike the first 2, but oh well. Maybe it's nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. But yeah, in the blog post at the end, they mentioned that there was going to be a high volume next week. And they were speculating it's going to be a Daisoto set. So for those that don't know what Daisoto is, let's talk about Soto on here all the time. Daisoto sets are more or less an upgraded, like, baseline figure set that they release kind of towards the end of a Soto line. Give me a second, I'm gonna Tetris here real quick for a little bit. But, the Daisoto sets usually just have, like, the base figures. So, for instance, the Daisoto set, which was called Kaisoto, for Geo, gave you Geo Gates and Waz, gave you all of their weapons, and in terms of improvements from the base figures, because the Daisoto sets usually have that kind of thing, they had... Shit. They had heads with that were translucent, so you could do some light piping with the eyes. And they had foot pads that we've seen later implemented in Kuga, mainly for the mighty figures. That had all the kanji and stuff that's on the bottom of their boots in their suits. Shit. Oh, I fucked myself right there a little bit. I'm dead. I'm dead no matter what. I can't save that. But, for a 01 Daisoto set, or whatever analogous to Dai it would be, I don't know what you would do to improve it. Somebody brought it up. Somebody dropped it in their podcast topics because they asked for that kind of stuff. And it was the immediate thought I had of, oh, you do the glow-in-the-dark 01 from the episode bumpers, or the commercial bumpers, which makes sense. That's a super easy thing to do, I would think. Since most of that stuff would either be paint or stickers. I don't know which would be easier to replicate that in. I would think in paint. Thank you for the extra line piece. But you have that, and that makes sense. But I don't know what else you would do. Because that's just 01, and like I said, the Kaizodo set came with X8 Geo, or not X8, Geo build, or Geo Gates and WAS. And that's been the trend for all of these. The build one came with build and cross. More or less the Daisoto versions of Grease and Rogue were saved for the final set. But those two came with that, and they came with the what's called the Snap Builder, which is just the frame and stuff that pops up when Bill does any of his transformations and all of his like base forms. All the main just full model ones. It gave you that. That way you could use like pretty much any shit. Double shit. Oh my god. I am asking to be murdered here. At this rate. I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. That blocks me off. So I'm dead. Apparently I need to finish the stop before I play anymore. So, and the X8 one came with X8 Snipe and Brave, along with the Dragonite Hunter armor. And then that's pretty much it for these. Because that's the only mainline ones we've had so far. So, like, obviously a Vulcan and Valkyrie would probably be the main contenders for that. I don't know if we would throw in Hirobi and Jin. But I don't know what you do with the 4 of those that would make them distinctly different in some way from their original releases at this point. Because their original releases are good, so like, I don't know what you do there. I kind of landed on the idea that instead of this being like a kind of the Daisoto sets we've seen before, it will be more akin to a final set, where instead of it being here is a set with a whole bunch with like a bunch of improved figures, here is a set with maybe 1 or 2 like interesting figures that we've done something with, but more so here's a bunch of different accessories and parts to improve your already existing collection. So like maybe it comes with the shine system, with like parts to make the more or less the shine system for your Shining Assault Hopper. Maybe it could come with like the Grasshopper from 01's transformation. I don't think it can come with any more because I don't think those are super viable. But like, that's just where my head's at the moment. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what else you would do. But we'll have to wait and see next week. And someone already said in there, I think it was Playwriter, pretty much said, it's like, yeah, since Ikazuchi's coming back next week, I guess Ikazuchi's gonna be like the next one for 07, which... Like, if 06 is going to just be Vulcan, Jin, and Type 1, hey, that's a set I can get a complete version of again, without worrying out about all the Geo material, which I'm currently worried about because I'm trying to find all of that. Unfortunately, Amazon prices are dumb. I did find a decent price for 001 that I might commit to. I'm gonna wait till after the show tonight and then see. Oh wow, I got an all clear. Hell yeah. Although I've very much pissed somebody off. Shit. That's a terrible decision. That was a terrible decision. I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Damn, 15. Not bad. 16th. Guy that killed me, 15. Okay. I will say, if the Daisoto set does come with a bunch of effects parts and whatnot, if it's stuff I want, I'd be into it. If not, I won't worry about it too much. It'll be a retail set anyway, so I can get what I want out of it or just ignore it. Since I'm kind of pulling together a box. a post-birthday box. I wasn't planning on making, but I found an order for like the first double wave that was pretty good, and then I ended up finding more or less all the double stuff for fairly cheap that I was after. I was just like, damn it, I can't pass this up. Shoot, 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 no, no. I need to get out of this hole I'm in. Oh my god. I had the block piece ready. Oh, shit. Does everyone look pretty good this week? Looks more like a... gonna be like a big two-parter, leading into next week, but... that'll be pretty good. And it looks like we're not on hiatus yet. We may not hit hiatus till like later in the month. I'm willing to bet. Weirdly enough, I think we're not going to hit hiatus until like we are closer to running out of episodes, which we're not quite yet. We're not out of episodes just yet. If we do end up hitting hiatus, we may not. Who knows? Hitting hiatus for Rider and Sentai is just one of those. If it happens, it happens. Oh well. I've got Kuga to rewatch. I got the original series I'll be watching on a weekly basis for a podcast. Shit. Very soon. That's like the least fanciest thing I've ever done in this game. It's that right there. I scratched my hair real quick. Uh... Shit. No. No. No! Ah! Oh god. Apparently Jump Force is on sale and Ty's going to stream it! Ah, god damn it, Ty. Ty, bad news. That game's bad, apparently. Really bad. Oh god. Shit. Shit, no, there. 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 I'm dead. Shit! I got too many people on me. I do not like the setup I made for myself. Oh my god. Oh my god! I screwed that up so bad. So goddamn bad. It was terrible. What was I doing? What am I doing? Uh... Oh my god. I'm dead. I'm gonna take the death there. I'm gonna watch some previews real quick. If I quit making mistakes, really bad, stupid mistakes, we'd be fine. We'd be fine. But everything would be fine. Shoot. Shit, that's not what I was after. Shit, I couldn't fix that. That was slowly disintegrating in my hands, and I could not fix it. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, we're just gonna have to roll with it. Fix it as we go. Oh my. I'm dead. Doing a bit bad at the moment. Actually, let me back up the main menu. See, Oh, 2T spins, okay. I was like, can I get a theme? I got a ticket that should give me a... Yeah, that gives me enough. Honestly, give me that Mario one. There's some team battles for a little bit. It's filling up nicely. I guess it was just the one weird week where it just went nope. You know, I was listening to another 7 remake discussion. This time from Easy Allies. I guess their original one, because I think they put out a new one with different people on it. A lot of the stuff that was happening in that one, and I just got obliterated. Like you. Get back in there. A lot of stuff I was hearing about that about, I guess, the nitty-gritty of the 7R and like what it means for the future and all these references and stuff. I'm just like, it all sounds like the exact opposite of what I was looking for this remake, if I was looking for anything. Instead of being a nice jumping on point for anyone to like find out, hey, what is this Final Fantasy VII I always hear about in stuff, in like a jumping on point for that, and just being able to go, okay, I can go enjoy this. It's instead of, nope, here is fucking all the references, all the bullshit from all this different material that you don't even get to really appreciate it being here unless you are like knee deep in this fucking like compilation of Final Fantasy VII, because 7R is not a remake, it's a fucking sequel. And I'm just like, wow, just meh, I'm out. I am out from minute one on this one, if that is the case. If this is all meant to be just some fucking remake of... meant to be just a sequel to 7. Except not. I don't know, I'm just not into that. It just all feels so unnecessary. Shit. Oh my god. Just like somebody at random. Just whoever I end up on. I'm getting really bad for some reason. We're locked into a team. Guess just wait and see. Oh, shit. Dropped my phone.
Hello.
Hello.
What do we do? What you doing tonight?
Jazz. Currently Tetris, as I'm being absolutely terrible at Tetris. We're talking video games later.
Nice. Fair warning. I might not make it to later. I took Ambien because my sleep schedule has been absolutely fucked. And my mom was like, hold on.
No, why? No, shit. Oh, I'm dead.
But yeah, she was like, you really need to get back on a sleep schedule. And I told her, well, melatonin doesn't do shit for me. So she gave me Ambien and was like, try this, see if it works for you. And if not, then we'll figure something out. Okay.
Well, we have some fun things to talk about tonight. For those wondering, I can preview what we get to talk about tonight.
Ooh,
So we actually have a decent amount to talk about.
Previewing is always fun.
I'll pull it up and take a break since I am being terrible at Tetris.
Hey, if you want, I can sign up. I can sign on as the gaming saloon, and I can stream marbles if you would like, and we can all just watch marbles racing while we talk.
I'm good at the moment.
Oh, that would be so much fun. Well, if you want to hop off for 0.5 seconds to go watch marbles while I watch marbles, it'll be on my channel.
Tonight, we're talking Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima getting release dates. 3 days after all of Last of Us 2 apparently got leaked on the internet by a not disgruntled employee, apparently. And I mean all of Last of Us 2, like a lot of story content, because it is an actual full build of the game, apparently. I have not looked into spoilers.
Well, apparently the spoilers, they a lot of people are worried because from everything I understand, I never finished Last of Us 1, so Last of Us 2's trailer alone spoiled a lot for me. But from what I understand, people are upset because The Last of Us 2 doesn't feel the way The Last of Us does, story-wise, apparently.
Oh, based off all these wonderful spoilers we've gotten?
Yeah, they're saying it feels like the person who created it doesn't understand why it's so good.
Well, we got that. We've got that a current rumor that we will not be getting a Nintendo Direct next month, when we would normally be getting E3, because Japan's stay-at-home order has more or less made Nintendo not be able to work on a Direct and get in contact with their partners to get a Direct up and running. So that's not happening. Maybe. Probably at this point. That joins EVO with officially being canceled this year, and they're doing online events in its place. Which, from one fighting game YouTuber I follow, that sounds like a bad idea, because most of the games that have online play, that were the main stage games, don't have good online play. So, whoops. And then, we are not getting a new WWE game this year, but we are getting a different WWE game this year. Or a different style of game, and it does not look particularly good. I did not grab a tier list. I might grab a tier list for this show. I didn't think I would, but I think I will anyway. I might grab that one. Last time he has one of the other twos. And two he was looking at for legendaries. Throw that in there. Oh, whoops. Why did I de-underline that? That should be underlined.
Oh, we lost a marble. Look at that. Lost quite a few marbles actually now.
That's all we're talking tonight. Along with me not talking about Ninjala, because we had a beta Monday or so, or Monday, Tuesday. Or no, it was Tuesday. And it was so broke, people only got maybe 5 games across all 3 sessions. 1 hour sessions, mind you. It was a very poor beta. For what might be
game?
Ninjala, it is a very Splatoon-looking game from not Nintendo. It's actually from the Puzzled and Dragons devs. And I may or may not rant about a really bad Rider game. I attempted the stream and then went, nope, we're not playing this game anymore.
That rough, huh?
Okay, it's called Genealogy of Justice. It's an old PS2 title. The best way to describe it is, have you ever wanted an action game with Resident Evil cameras?
What?
Yes. And by Resident Evil, I mean ye olde Resident Evil, like 1, 2, 3 Resident Evil.
Oh. Alrighty then.
Yeah, it's not particularly good. I might pull up some of the footage so folks can see it. I was 1 over. Why was I 1 over? No. You know, I was actually hoping that would clear.
Well, hey, if you want to take a break from Tetris, do you want to play, I don't know if you still have it. Do you remember Alien Swarm, the game we used to play a while back?
I do. I do not remember if it's installed or not. It might not be installed anymore.
If it's not, it didn't take long for me, but that's up to you. If you wanna play something different, I wouldn't mind playing it again.
I'm good.
Okay.
I just have to take the occasional, like, couple minutes, not play Tetris, so I don't ramp up my hands or keep doing something stupid. Up. I should not swap back to that. No. Well, I'm dead. I'm dead. Goodbye. Alright, I'll pull that up. Oh. Oops. I was like, why is it not pulling up? Right. Kinda have that tab open. Or have that already open. I don't...
Let's just restart Steam altogether. It's wanting to be stupid. What the hell just happened?
Yeah, as you can see on stream, this is Genealogy of Justice. Let me back it up a little bit more, so you can get that good backdash movement that I'm doing, because I'm not actually attempting to do a backdash.
Oh, I need to see this then. Hold on.
Say when.
Alright, wait. I am here. Okay.
Let me skip forward past the cutscenes.
What is this game again?
This is Genealogy of Justice, Kamen Rider Genealogy of Justice for the PlayStation 2.
Okay.
Bear in mind, that's just me pressing. That's me just moving in a direction. That is nothing but basic controls, basic movement. That's a jump button.
No.
Say hello to that transition. Mid jump, mind you.
It's an action game with Resident Evil camera. Oh no.
Yes, it is.
Oh no.
Just wait till we get to the combat.
Oh, combat's gonna be a nightmare. What the fuck were they thinking?
It's the PS2, so.
I know, but what the oh.
That is the basics of combat. That's a 3-hit combo.
Oh no. Oh.
The fun part is, and I'm gonna skip ahead to the boss fight. That is not the boss fight. Leaving.
Oh, I forget which Kamen Rider that is. That's
Agito.
that's right.
This is actually like post Agito's TV series, technically. But the storyline. I don't know what year this came out.
What? Oh god, no. The camera.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Oh no.
By the way, it is also Resident Evil in navigation by you just going through rooms and hitting loading screens.
That's a fucking nightmare.
Oh, it gets better. Here's a boss fight. What? Watch how this boss fight how this boss fight moves in this room.
Wait, what are you up for joining? I'm confused what he's up for joining.
Bear in mind, you're seeing the archive of the stream.
Oh.
That is Tommy talking to me during the stream from last week.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh no,
That's, by the way, that was my last health medkit, so...
oh god, no. What were they thinking?
That's me trying to pull off a special move to do damage, and... didn't kill him. And also didn't do that much damage.
What the hell?
It gets better. It gets better.
Oh, what were they? This is a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Don't you love these flame, fire, and electric hitboxes?
Yeah.
Me trying to do a special again. I don't think this is the boss fight where he just hops around between like 3 camera transitions while you're fighting him.
What? You had to have
Yep, there
gotten
goes. He went up the stairs, by the way. He just jumped up the stairs. And now he jumped back down. And now I'm fighting him blind while he's over there. Up, he countered me. Up, I'm on fire.
What the fuck?
One more special move. Not dead. Electric move. And fire, and I'm dead. And guess what? This game has no checkpoints. So because I didn't save, that game over takes me to the start of the game after an hour of gameplay.
What in... Oh god, no.
Yeah, no, this game's not good.
That was fucking... No. How much is this Tetris game, by the way?
It is free with Nintendo Online subscription.
Oh, is it only on Nintendo? Is it not on PC?
No.
What? Fuck. That sucks.
Honestly, it's probably the best Battle Royale game I've ever played, to be honest. And bear in mind, I thought this was a joke announcement when they announced it at a Direct. I'm like, this isn't that big of a deal. I play this a lot on my own time. Every now and again when I'm just like, I want to Tetris real quick. Let's Tetris.
Ooh, I'm getting a little bit drowsy. Yeah, we went and did a little bit of shopping today. It was fun.
I got to try out the other Asian restaurant we have here in town. As I search for my replacement for Panda Express to savor my addiction to Panda Express.
Do you have any noodle bars near you? If you do, I would highly recommend you go get some noodles at a noodle bar.
I don't know if we do.
Go online and just search noodle bars near me. Basically what they do is they're real ramen restaurants. Not packaged ramen, but like real fresh made in the kitchen ramen, and oh my god, those soft boiled eggs are the best thing on the fucking planet.
But this was a place called Teriyaki Madness, and it was, you know what, it's about the right portion That would savor my craving for Panda Express if I ever have it.
Gotcha.
Because I miss it so much. It's like one of the things I missed from college. Because we had a Panda Express on campus, and it was my go-to restaurant all the time.
Right. You know what we need to do? I just thought about it. I'm sorry, I keep breaking the flow of the conversation. I just thought about it. We need to all three of us get Divinity Original Sin 2 on PC and play through the whole game co-op. Like all of us. That would be fun.
I'm trying to think if that just came out to the Switch recently. I feel like it did.
I don't. It might have, but I don't know if it's cross plat or not. I don't know if that one is cross plat or not.
Well, you saying that just made me go like, wasn't there a Divinity talk about in the Direct recently? And I ignored it, and kind of ignored it because I'm like, I have no idea what Divinity is. I'm not particularly interested.
So, there used to be a really important story to Divinity, but they have completely fucked Divinity with Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2. So, initially, there was a story about dragons and shit like that, and basically a lot of the talk in Divinity 2, Ego Draconis and all them, was the main lore of the story. That was canon. Until Divinity Original Sin came out, and basically retconned 90% of the history of Divinity. And went, oh yeah, that was important? That didn't fucking happen. Next. Like, we're talking like Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2, I believe, take place roughly around the same time period. And they basically sit there and say, oh, well, that war that we mentioned happened like 2 years before the events of this game. Forget about it. Because there was a whole war that happened with the dragons, the source dragons or whatever they're called, that was supposed to take out like millions and millions of people, and it was supposed to have been a massacre, a disaster on global proportions. And throughout both of Original Sin and Original Sin 2, it's never mentioned. And it is completely normal.
Oh, and I forgot. There's one other thing we're talking about tonight. That is actually something you'd probably be interested in. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
The new Assassin's Creed got announced.
So, I was excited about it for the longest time, and then I started to not be excited about it, and then I started to not care. And then, after months of them trying to tell us we are not in any way affiliated with any kind of Viking-era video game, they finally release, oh, we've been working on a Viking-era video game, and it's an Assassin's Creed game. And I just don't fucking care.
Don't you know that that Viking show on A&E is super popular? I think.
Yes, that show is a good show. I don't have a problem with the Viking era. What I have a problem with is a company swearing up and down, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We're not doing that. And then come out of the gate going, surprise! This is a game that we're working on. I bet y'all couldn't even y'all could never have figured out that we were working on this. We fooled you, right? And everyone is just sitting there going, you're a fucking retard.
Well, unfortunately, all we have is a cinematic trailer in Game Informer giving some details, because I'm guessing because we're also supposedly, I don't know if this is confirmed anywhere or not, but we're going to be getting an Xbox Series X stream next week.
Yes, it was confirmed. It's a it's an inside Xbox, but they're going to be showing gameplay. They're going to be showing actual footage of games working on the one or on the Series X, and I'm kind of excited for it. I mean, me having a PC doesn't make me not want to have the Xbox. It doesn't make me not want to have the PlayStation. But I've got to choose PC because I can just upgrade over time rather than spending massive amounts of cash on a console every year or so. You know? So this works for me. I built this PC this year. It'll probably last me a good 2 years, 3 years, if I'm lucky, without me having to upgrade anything major. And that's all I want. And it works for me. But I mean, I am excited for the Series X because I am excited for the quote-unquote exclusives that Microsoft is going to give that are obviously going to come to PC because... What the hell was that noise?
Me making very terrible mistakes in Tetris. Go on.
Oh, okay. So, I am excited. I'm gonna watch you play Tetris. Alright, so I am excited for it, but at the same time I look at it and I go, things could have been done better in quite a few circumstances when it comes to PlayStation's attempts. Xbox, I think, has done really well in trying to be like, look, we're not trying to... We're not even trying to compete with anybody anymore. We're doing something else. We're our competition is not the gaming competition anymore. We're rivaling actual PC or PC companies and shit like that now, and I appreciate it. I'm glad that the gaming universe is evolving to the point that what you would normally see as a competitor has become less and less of a competitor and more of a obstacle, I guess. How in the hell did you get... Oh my god.
Welcome to Tetris, where you're gonna have like 6 people attacking you at once, and you just have to deal with it.
Oh, that's awful.
Bear in mind, if you're on attackers and you attack back, your attack's multiplied by the amount of people that are attacking you. On top of your badge power.
So wait for other people to attack you and then attack and just absolutely decimate them.
Yes.
Nice.
But bear in mind, most people are if they're gonna gang up on you, it's when you are like higher up, because the KO option auto targets to like people who are higher up.
Right. Well,
But it sounds like Microsoft has took a lesson from Nintendo and went, right, if we make games for people that want to buy our stuff, they will buy our stuff. So let's just make games for the stuff that we have.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to chase trends. Like we did last time, and it didn't work.
Well, in all fairness, it did work with the 360.
I was referring to the Kinect.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I think it's a really good step up because they have done a lot with this idea that, you know, we don't need to try to do this or that or the other. What we're doing now works, and that's all that really we need.
I think the only problem that they're kind of sharing with Sony right now is that they just don't have the big marquee exclusives at the moment.
Well, Sony has them, but their exclusives have gotten a rough go of it these last couple months.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's always nice to get in, a little bit of info on a game before it comes out, but when someone leaks the entire fucking ending and everything, that's something I truly believe is, one, lawsuit worthy, and two, I believe that's jail worthy. Like, you're stealing shit to show it off and be like, ha ha, look what I found, ha ha, and it's like, someone worked really fucking hard on that. Don't get me wrong, I do not like Colonial Marines at all, but if someone was to just completely spoil the ending of Colonial Marines, and before anybody ever got their hands to make their own choice whether it was bad, I would feel really bad for the company. That's just a fucked up thing to do.
Mm-hmm. I still find it funny that the big problem with the AI of that game comes down to them misspelling one thing in the code.
Oh yeah, and that happens a lot with coding. That is a fucking coding nightmare, is finding the fucking tilde where it's not supposed to fucking be, Something as simple as that just fucking ruins a lot of shit.
Granted, that's the least of the problems that game faced in development.
Yeah.
It also was like one of two games that Sega was trying to make for Aliens. Or not Sega. It wasn't Sega. Shit, who was it?
I think... Yeah, I'm sure you are speaking from experience. But, I think, personally, there's... Yes, everyone's gonna have their issues making a game, but if it's an issue that's gonna create more issues, it's better to accept fate and try to move on to something else, instead of trying your best to fix it until the very end where you have to release it and you just release an absolute disaster game.
Or release a game on a system that the engine is in no way, shape, or form designed for.
Yeah.
Like Sonic Boom. Hey folks, did you know that Sonic Boom is technically running on a modified CryEngine?
What?
Yes, Sonic Boom runs on a modified CryEngine for the Wii U.
Why?
Okay, because initially Sonic Boom was supposed to be multi-platform, aka not Wii U exclusive. And then Sega told the team after they signed an exclusive deal to make Wii U games, by the way, this is on Wii U now, get it done in about 8 months. So they had 8 months to figure out how to make CryEngine work on the Wii U, when it's not supposed to work on the Wii U at all.
Ever. No. Yeah. What the fuck? What is Disney's train of thought here? I swear.
That's not Disney. Sega.
Not Disney. Yeah,
Sega.
Sorry, Sega. What is Sega's train of thought here?
I don't know. How is it that Sonic 06 probably ended up with like 12 people working on the game at one point, when they kept pulling people off of it?
I'm sorry. An actual company-made game only had 12 fucking people?
No, not necessarily. It's an over-exaggeration, but more or less, for Sonic 06, how the development of that cycle went is initially it was the main game, and then they were going to do like both multi-platform and a Wii, or it was supposed to be multi-platform including a Wii release at the time. Wii wasn't going to work, so that became its own game, and the development team got split in half. So half of it was on Sonic 06, and the other half of it was on the Wii title they were developing at the time, which is Sonic and the Secret Rings, which is also a bad game.
I think the only game I can think of, yes, it was trash control-wise, but I thought it was an interesting story up until the end when it decided to do some kind of bullshit twist. Sonic and the Knight, or whatever it's called.
Sonic and the Black Knight?
Maybe. Is that where he goes back in time and meets Merlin and shit?
He doesn't go back in time, he goes into the literal books of King Arthur.
That's right. Then turns out fucking... Oh, spoiler alert if you haven't played it, because game's been out long enough. It's not my fucking fault. Fucking Merlin turns out to be the bad guy because reasons. Have fun. Bye. Yeah. What?
Well, that's the sequel to Secret Rings, mind you. That was the second game of a trilogy of storybook Sonic games that the third one didn't have them because the other two sold so poorly. It was like, nope, we're not doing a third one in these.
I actually enjoyed that one, that last one, the Black Knight.
You might enjoy Secret Rings because that's Black Knight's the sequel to Secret Rings. They control the exact same.
But that's the thing. I didn't enjoy Black Knight because of the way the game played. I enjoyed Black Knight because I am a fucking fanboy of the
Arthurian legend.
When I saw it, I was like, yeah, definitely gonna have to play that just so that I can see what their take on.
Well, it gets better for Sonic 06's development. So, after this dev team split, then the creator of Sonic, who was the director of Sonic 06 at the time, left. So, someone who has not directed a game of the size of Sonic 06 was thrust into the position. It was actually the director of Samba de Mia. He's now in the director's position with probably half the team again, because when the creator of Sonic left, he took several Sega employees with him. So that shredded Sonic 06's team down further. Then there was an exclusive deal to promote it on the 360 in the West, while the PlayStation 3 version in the East. And at the Xbox event before Sonic 06's release, the demo came out. And the demo is actually a better version of Sonic 06. But none of the fixes were put into and put back into the game from that demo, because it's not the main version of the game. It was the PlayStation version.
Damn.
And you can still play that demo to this day. And that's all on top of a game that could not come out later because it had to come out for Sonic's anniversary.
Question. Is there an actual, like, sniping game for VR?
I have no idea. I don't keep track of VR games. But if you would like to learn more about Sonic 06's development and other developments of other games, like Cooking Mama Cookstar, which was not made by the Cooking Mama team, and at one point had cryptocurrency mining implemented into its software at some point.
Wait, what did?
Cooking Mama Cookstar for the Switch.
What?
Yeah, that happened. That recently happened.
Oh no.
That the development of LA Noire and how hellish that is, and why we'll probably never see another LA Noire. Like, ever. Because there is no way in hell anyone is working for the guy who is behind LA Noire ever again, after working with him once.
Which, I mean, I get, but at the same time, that sucks.
Yeah.
Because fucking LA Noire was a masterpiece.
You know, outside of they only had like one guy doing all of the animation work that wasn't the facial capture all the time.
Like, that was a fucking masterpiece of a game.
Let's see, that's Resident Evil 6. That one time Square Enix got in the movie business with Final Fantasy Spirits Within. Oh boy.
Okay. That was an awful fucking movie. It wasn't because of Square Enix. Partly. It wasn't because of the producer. Partly. The main problem with that movie was that I watched it 4 times and still have no earthly idea what the fuck is going on through half of it.
Let's see, the original Doom, or 2016 Doom, because bear in mind, the series I'm talking about from Matt McMuscles, which is called What Happened, details development hells, regardless of the end quality of the game, which is why LA Noire is here, which is why Doom 2016 is here, because that went through development hell, and somehow miraculously came out like it did.
So the new Doom 2016 went through a development hell?
When was Doom 3 originally announced, or originally came out?
Oh, yeah.
Doom 2016 has been in development that long, legitimately. Ponder.
Doom, the Doom 3 was it was not. No.
And bear in mind, 2016 was originally going to be in the style of Doom 3. Originally.
I am so glad that it was not. Because the Doom that we have is fucking amazing. Meanwhile, I am about to say that I fucking hate Eternal.
Let's see, 2 different videos on Fallout 76 at this point, because there was enough content to make a sequel to talk about 76. Andromeda, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
I am with the group of people that truly does want a fucking Andromeda sequel. I don't want them to start some new series. I want them to pick their happy asses up and continue where they left off with Andromeda. They have potential. Yes, it was a rocky start. Guess what? All expeditions are rocky starts. Get your ass over there and make this a damn good... Make it a damn good scenario.
Too Human, for all 5 people who remember Too Human from back in the day.
Too Human. Hold
360
on.
era.
Why does that name sound familiar? Wasn't it about...
Silicon Knights.
Hang on. Why is that? Oh, that game! With the weird face tattoos.
Yep.
Was that a rough game?
Oh, extremely so. That pretty much sank Silicon Knights. The devs that were behind all of the Rogue Squadron games.
Mm-hmm.
And we're literally trying to make every game possible, but literally at every turn we're told, no, you don't get to make good things. You don't get to make cool things. This more or less sank them. And everyone's favorite, the guy game.
The guy game?
Yeah, that got a video game at one point.
An adult video game developed by Top Heavy Studios and published by Gathering of Developers. Presented in a trivia game show style supporting up to 4 players. It consisted of about 1,000 questions spread out over 20 episodes. Much of the game involves watching live footage of young women in bikinis, and as the player succeeds in the game, the women eventually expose their breasts. The game garnered much controversy and was subject to a lawsuit.
You know the story's good when you get lawsuits involved.
It sounds like it's describing everything like, oh, this is all it is, and then at the very end, the game garnered much controversy and was subject to a lawsuit. Okay, so I want to read, alright? I've got 3 choices, okay? Gameplay, lawsuit, or reception?
The lawsuit will probably be the far more entertaining one, to be honest.
Okay.
4 months. Hi, Tommy.
Hello. Also water.
Also fire.
No.
Air?
No.
Earth.
No.
Thank you.
Reason for the title this week.
Also, darn it, John.
Yeah. I blame his top 11 fortune cookie because it came up in there.
Okay. 4 months after the game's release, a lawsuit was brought against Top Heavy Studios. Gathering of developers, Sony and Microsoft. A woman known as Diane in the game, who was found in Set 5, Episode 20, explained that she was not informed the footage would be used to promote the video game. At the time the footage was recorded, Diane was only 17 years old, making her underage. A temporary injunction was granted, prohibiting the further production of the copies of the game that contained the girl's image, voice, and name. After the lawsuit, developer Top Heavy Studios released a DVD, The Guy Game, Game Over, which featured the footage filmed of the game as well as additional content and bonus features. You want to know what IGN gave this game?
I'm assuming 2. If not less.
7.7 out of 10. Metacritic, a score of 47 out of 100. PlayStation 2, a score of 48 out of 100. And Microsoft, a score of 23 out of 100. And IGN gave it almost an 8 out of 10.
Look, IGN's not the best at reviews, but this has been well established. Also, I played the song on stream real quick, just for context.
Okay.
Oh, Oh, we got to talk about gameplay. We didn't talk about gameplay. Oh, we got to know how it works, right?
I think you've already described the gameplay, to be honest.
So, after every question, there is video footage shot during spring break festivals on South Padre Island of host Matt Sadler giving the same question to young females in bikinis, referred to as hotties. If they answer incorrectly, they are obviously required to show their boobs. Before they give their answers, the footage is paused. And the player is asked to guess whether the hotties answered correct or not. In the titwits portion of the game, the player is told that they were wrong and asked to guess what wrong answer they gave. The more times the player is able to correctly predict the outcome, the higher the flashometer rises, and the more exposed the breasts become. At first, the breasts are obscured by a Guy Game logo, soft and squishy level. Then just digitally blurred, sort of chubby level. And finally, uncensored, super stiff level.
Yeah,
which is maxed out. Oh, there's more. Once the player reaches the uncensored level, the episode can be played again with no visual censorship. As the game progresses, the players are ranked as president, vice president, treasurer, or asshole. Also included are the balls mini games, which can give players extra points during an episode. Before the game, each player chooses a female avatar called a cheerleader to represent them. Based on how often the player correctly guesses the outcome of each hottie, the more clothes the cheerleader removes. At the end of the episode, a short video montage is shown of the cheerleader belonging to the player who reached the rank of president. Many other rules can be enabled, but most inspired by drinking games. It sounds like a really, really long game that derives into an orgy.
Probably, to be honest. Anyway, Tommy, you ready for me to transition over?
I'm sorry.
I guess so. Also, I see you didn't get a tier list with Sword and Shield Dog, so...
I was about to say, you said there wasn't one. I just grabbed
but I didn't know if you might have decided to make one.
I ain't putting in that effort again. That requires me to download all the images and re-upload them. All the images.
True, but, there is a certain team viewer built into the Pokemon Challenge that would have made that a little bit easier.
True.
That's why
I'm dealing with enough
images. Might have went ahead.
I'm dealing with enough images for the compendium. I ain't dealing with this again. Anyway, I'm gonna take stream now. We're gonna be right back with TGS for the week, folks. Stay tuned.